The presidential poetry contest attracted over 2,500 nominees from all across the country. At this point in time, we have picked 20 of the best submissions that had come through in order to be posted on the page for the public to get to learn more about poetry and understand the message of gender-based violence and patriotism and national unity. Choosing the top 20 was one of the most difficult processes for the people that were involved. Being a poet myself, I knew that not every poet is going to feel good about being left out. And some of the submissions that came through were amazing. I must commend every poet that submitted their work, that you really put in amazing work. And choosing the top 20 made it very, very difficult. So choosing the top 20, we had 5 judges with a criteria that allowed us to be a bit more specific on issues like technique, creativity, and of course following the instructions of the competition. For the top 20 that have been picked, the voting will go on up to Friday, where the viewers, the public, the general public will be allowed to vote through their likes, their comments, as well as their shares, which will be aggregated for us to be able to pick the top 6, top 3 in each category. The top 6 poets, which will be 3 in gender-based violence and another 3 in patriotism and national unity, will all be invited to Lusaka and will all be encouraged to write a poem of up to 4 minutes, which is definitely more than the 1 minute that was given at first. Their poems will then be shot here in Lusaka in a professional studio and will be brought back to the people for them to see what marvelous works the poets have been up to. To the 20 nominees that are already on the page, I would like to congratulate you for being there. And please do encourage the people that follow you to like your video so that you'll be able to be in the top 6. For those who have not been picked to be amongst the top 20, please do not despair. I'm a poet as well, and I've lost in a competition before. At that particular time, yes, I did feel rather dejected. However, as a poet, there's always a reason that we go into poetry, and it is not just to win contests, but to be able to air our voice through the talents that we have. The Presidential Poetry Contest's aim was not to find the best poet in Zambia. It is not about picking the best poets. I believe that poetry is a very important medium when it comes to communication and advocacy. And I believe that a contest like this goes a long way. It means the poetry and the poets that are out there in this country do have a voice and do have people who would want to listen to their poems. So if you're a poet out there and you submitted your work, yes, you might not be in the top 20, but I'd love you to understand that your poetry does matter, and you should continue writing more poems and spreading the word depending on what you like to speak about as a poet.